taken a step forward, and that secondary has been great. And Jack Campbell.
You know, I'm glad you brought up Aiden Hutchinson because that was sort of the next layer of the conversation. Because you remember Aiden gets hurt in the Dallas game, and I spent Monday and most of Tuesday being a whiny little bitch. I was so pissed off that we finally had this team, and then one of the most critical players in the team is out.
He is critical.
And here we are weeks later. And it just doesn't feel like the case is that much weaker. And this is all pre-Ladarius Smith. But the toughest 4 games in the schedule, the toughest 4-game stretch was this 4-game stretch. Tennessee wasn't, but Minnesota, Green Bay, and Houston was. And they swept those games without Hutch and without Zadarius Smith. So, you know, it's pretty remarkable that they don't seem to have lost a step. Now, I think pass rush is still one of the big concerns with this team. And Dan Campbell addressed that a little bit yesterday, and why, you know, some of the good and the bad of what he's seen in the games before Zadarius even debuted. But it's just, you know, hey, going to that 4-game stretch without Hutch, I did not expect them to go for it.
No, it's impressive to see what they've done, you know, in those games. To give it 29 points to Minnesota right away.
We'll see ya, because
after Hutchinson's first came out. But then it was 14.
We'll see it tomorrow, because
to a pretty good Houston
we'll be
team.
worried.
You got to like what you're seeing
We
from the
won't
Lions.
see it till tomorrow because
they
of
pitched a shot
Scott.
the second half of that Houston game.
I hate
The next 3 games for the Lions against Jacksonville, at Indianapolis,
Thank
and then home on
goodness.
Thanksgiving against the Bears. 3 not-so-good teams.
I know you hate Scott.
Then they have a little bit of a gauntlet at the end of the season. 4 of the last 5 games, you got Green Bay and Buffalo at home, then they play at Chicago, and then it's at San Francisco at home against
we're back on
Minnesota to finish
schedule
up.
because you stopped
That's
at
a tough
Kroger
schedule
last
for the
night,
last 5
so
games.
we wouldn't have to go
And
tonight.
Should be discounting the Bears? Yep. At this point, I think we can look at the Bears and say it's a bit of a dumpster fire. Coaching changes the whole bit.
Right.
Yep.
Those are,
So we can
that's a game
just
they
go
probably
straight
should
home
win.
after
But those 4
work.
of the 5 there are really interesting games. And it starts December 5th.
Let's go to Chuck in Clinton Township here on 97.1 The Ticket. Hi, Chuck.
How you guys doing today?
Hi, Chuck.
Couple things I was thinking about the same thing you guys are when you compare to Lions versus Kansas City. I mean, easily Kansas City could be 5-4. I think we would agree with that. But if you look at the Tampa Bay game, how many points did they score against us in a dome with Chris Godwin and Evans? And how many points did they score against Kansas City without them and being outside in the wind and the rain?
Well, they scored 20 against the Lions. And what was that? Was that game 26-20?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it was the same. It was the final score of that Kansas City.
Well, they scored. We lost, 16 to...
20-16.
20?
Tampa scored 20 points. And didn't they score 20 against... let me look it up. No, they scored 24. Okay, yeah, they scored more with less players and in worse conditions.
Since we didn't have...
Correct.
Yeah,
So
I
I think
mean,
our defense...
keep in
you
mind...
compare 'em.
Luckily, we went.
Say they
You
could
went
easily
tonight.
be 5-4. The
last
Lions
night,
could have easily
'cause
lost a couple more
we wouldn't
games
have to deal
themselves.
with
the Vikings
Scott.
game, obviously the Texans game.
I hate
You know,
Scott.
I mean, if you do that to Kansas City, you can do it to Detroit. But yeah, I mean, Kansas City's falling a little bit closer to the sun. I think, you know, if you look at Kansas City's record and their back-to-back Super Bowls, you think best team in football. But you don't have to squint real hard to make a case for Detroit.
You know, I'm praying hard we play them in the Super Bowl and the conversation once and for all.
Well, I'm playing hard that
Super Bowl sounds good.
that the Lions get there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It'd be really cool to get there, and once they're there, I mean, it feels to me like the perfect scenario is to play Kansas City. I saw something the other day that's really interesting. It was voted on by the fans the most hateable teams in the NFL. So it was accumulation of votes.
The most hateable, okay.
Yeah, we aren't going to do it as a who's on top. Although I do have one. If you want to do this later. just considering. All right, think about it.
Golf drive's
Isn't
still
that
closed,
funny?
so
Is that
we just
funny?
gotta go
And
down,
yes, we should do it.
back down
Should
to
we
Telegraph
tag?
to do a U-turn.
Oh, maybe we will.
It's ironic.
Yeah, maybe we will do. Anyway, the most hateable teams in the NFL. Any guesses who was number one?
Dallas.
Correct. Who was number two?
The Jets.
No.
Just here.
No.
Is it Kansas City?
No, Kansas City's 3.
Okay.
New England still has some
Okay.
staying power.
Really?
Do you know where the Lions ranked?
26th.
Lower. More towards the bottom.
28.
Lower.
30.
Lower.
32.
That's it.
Oh my God.
The Lions were voted
The least
by
hated team in
fans
the
the
NFL.
least hated team in the NFL. So if the Lions were to if they are fortunate enough to keep playing well, get to the Super Bowl,
That never will change.
probably people will get sick of the Detroit Lions. That's one. But two is, we've got to be the team that everybody's rooting for if they get Kansas City.
Yes.
If they get there. If they get there.
If they get there. The giant if, yeah. I would
That
like
Wendy's
if,
closed.
Yep.
if the national media would spend
Wendy's,
less attention
Burger
to
King
the Lions the
and
rest of the way.
Checkers,
You want
which
to
was
back off?
formerly
I want
KFC.
to calm down a little bit.
Kind of understand.
I don't want Jared Goff to be inundated with interview requests constantly. Dan Campbell, the same thing. And then they start going with the other play. Oh, let's talk to Brian Branch. He's had a nice season. Aleem McNeil. How does it feel? I don't need any of these extra specials done. I don't need to sit down with Aaron Andrews and a Tom Rinaldi piece or something like that. We don't. Leave it alone. Okay, we know we're good. You go talk to somebody else.
All right, 248-539-9797. Schefter said there's something else that he absolutely loves about our Lions team. We will get to that today at 11:18 here on Carson Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket. Lions fans, listen up. UMCU, the official credit union of the Detroit Lions, is celebrating its partnership with our city's gridiron heroes, including Jameer Gibbs, Brian Branch, and Terron Arnold. And they got something amazing just for you. Introducing the Detroit Lions Black Debit Card. And it's their Karsh Lions uniforms, the black unis. Everybody loved him. This debit card, well, it's in that mold. It's designed for the true Lions fan who's in it for every touchdown and every victory. With the Lions rocking those new sleek black unis, you can match that energy with an exclusive debit card that's made available only through UMCU. Ready to rep the pride? Becoming a UMCU member is quick and easy. I did it. Choose the
And
Lions
we're back
Black
on
Debit Card.
track.
Or select from 300
Oh,
gold
yeah.
designs. Either way, you'll be carrying your
Liking
Lions
it.
passion
Yep.
everywhere you go. UMCU has been a trusted partner in our community for over 70 years, and now you can join the winning team. Visit UMCU.org today for details. Get ready to show off your Lions spirit. Some restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA. UMCU, where Detroit pride meets financial success.
Lawrence Tech Visit Day is Saturday, November 16th, starting at 10 a.m. Explore degree options, financial aid, and campus living. Discover more about their 100 undergraduate, master's, and doctoral programs in engineering, architecture, business tech, and more. Visit ltu.edu to learn more.
This is
I
the
think we
story
can,
of the
I
one
believe.
who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic
So,
high-rise, knows
we
that
should
vintage
try it.
charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Granger.
I don't know
With
if we
easy access to
can.
1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and
That's a good
supplies are
idea.
never far away.
So that might
So the one
might
can
be
keep that vintage
a
building
good-
running
so
like
that
new.
might be a good
Call
option to park
Grainger.com
here.
Or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Shop Dell Technologies Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year.
We could fit
the
right
feature is
in.
on sale today with limited time deals
Fit
on select
through.
PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade. But it's only here for